tomorrow, when I'm still here, I said I was going to humble everybody. We'll sit everyone down and humble them. Because I've been quiet as well.
Guys, Kiddwaya'S plans for this new week will absolutely blow your mind.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija and this is Frankly Speaking with Glory. This is the girl with the T, yes. And guys, on today's video I will be telling you guys about Kiddwaya'S reaction to Erica's disqualification. I'll also be telling you guys about Kiddwaya'S plans for this new week. He actually had that conversation with Erica on Friday and then yesterday morning before she was evicted, or rather disqualified from the show. Also guys, on this same video I will be telling you guys about the impact of Avicas' questions on relationships and fights to the housemates. Guys, Avicas once again has come to sow a seed of discord. So guys, please watch till the end of this video as I spill it all to you. But also guys, don't forget the usual, please take a moment to pause this video and hit the red subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Guys, remember, if you're not subscribed to this channel, there will be no way you'll be able to receive daily alerts of my videos. I upload videos multiple times daily, so click on the red subscribe button to subscribe and also hit the notification bell. Whilst at that, please click on all and not personalized. Once you click on personalized, you will not be receiving alerts of my videos, but when you click on all, you will definitely receive alerts of all my videos. With all of that out of the way now, let's get into the juicy details of today's video. Now guys, if you cast your minds back to when Lilo was evicted from the Big Brother house, if I catch that bird that is making noise. So annoying. Okay guys, yeah, when you cast your minds back to when Lilo was evicted from the Big Brother house, guys, people were expecting Eric. I was expecting Eric, you know, to go down, feel low, feel down and all of that. Okay, so the guy shed a few tears and then immediately he moved on to eating noodles. Now when Biggie announced Erica's disqualification from the house, Kiddwaya'S was sad, you know, and then both of them shared hugs and he told Erica, see you on the outside shortly, and Erica was like, I'll be waiting, you know. So a lot of people were expecting Kiddwaya'S to break down, cry, roll on the floor, be absolutely dramatic and all of that. But guys, once again, Kiddwaya'S fell back to noodles. So I'm asking myself, what is wrong with the guys of the lockdown mansion with eating noodles after somebody close to their heart has been evicted? Because I don't understand, you know. So Laycon and Kiddwaya'S, they were eating noodles and Nengi was also present there, and Laycon was expressing his guilt and his sadness over Erica's disqualification, you know, and he was sharing that with Kiddwaya'S, and Kiddwaya'S was like, man guy, there's nothing we can do, we cannot come and kill ourselves, you know. And then they were going on to eat their noodles. But then people are different, yeah, and the fact that most people cry when lovers are evicted from the show does not mean that Kiddwaya'S too is also going to cry, you know. And I feel like that is what a lot of people are not understanding about Kiddwaya'S. He does not wear his emotions on his sleeves. He is someone that is, of, as he has several times said, he is very much emotionally unavailable, but the best way he knows how to express his own emotions is via few words. He is a man of few words. But yesterday he was having a conversation with Tricky T and he was expressing his guilt, his sad, okay, not really guilt per se, but he was expressing his sadness over Erica's disqualification. Remember guys, all through yesterday he was restless. He was talking to Erica, trying to encourage her that, listen, it's not the end of the world and all of that. Also trying to remind her of the things she said and the need for her to apologize. And it was because of most of the things he said and also Ozo's encouragement that Erica gave an apology to the rest of the housemates yesterday. So guys, Erica apologized to the housemates yesterday, but she did not apologize directly to Laycon. I expected that she was going to apologize directly to Laycon, but that's, by the way, I can't come and kill myself over that one as well, you know. So Kiddwaya'S, as I said, was having conversations with Tricky T, and then he mentioned something quite interesting, that, oh, what is really making him sad is the fact that all the winnings that Erica has, she is not taking them with her. And I remember that last season, this same thing brought about a lot of controversy. But then when Tacha was actually interviewed, you know, people felt that when Tacha will be disqualified, she will not be taking away any of her winnings or earnings from the show. But then Tacha confirmed that she actually got everything. She was given everything that she won, you know. So I do not think that Erica will not be given anything that she won. After all, it's not coming from the show organizers themselves. It's actually coming from the brands, yeah, that are part of the sponsors of the show. So that said, guys, let's get into Kiddwaya'S plans for this new week. Kiddwaya'S new strategy for this week is not alien to me, and I feel probably most of the viewers as well, because on Friday last week he had that conversation with Erica in the kitchen. Now the reason for him bringing up this new strategy was as a result of the issues that he had with Lucy, he and Erica had with Lucy last week. So he was telling Erica in the kitchen that this new week he is going to bring out a new side of him that the housemates has never seen before, that he is going to check some housemates. When he says check some housemates, it means put them in their right place, yeah. And he was saying that he was going to let them know that, listen, my circle, my net worth, my network is way bigger than what people have. According to him, he's going to bring out that braggy side of himself, you know. So yesterday, whilst he was still in his bed in the morning with Erica, whilst they were having conversation about all what Erica said the previous night, all the events that happened, basically he was also upset. And then he said that Erica should not worry, that this new week he is going to have a meeting with all the housemates. He's going to sit them down and then he's going to school them, give them a lecture on who he really is. That all this while he has been very quiet because he doesn't want to come off as being too proud or cocky or anything like that. But now he feels like this is the right time to do it. Now guys, remember on Saturday night he was going to do that, and Lekon kept on telling him that, listen, don't do it, okay? Because for now, whatever you say, people will not understand where you're coming from. But after the house, if you do it, then people might possibly understand where you're coming from, you know. So he was telling Erica that this new week, that is what he's going to do. He needs to let people understand that he actually knows a lot of people out there, that he could be of help or assistance to them. He could be that shortcut or that link, you know, towards enhancing their career. So when I heard Kiddwaya'S saying all of this, I was asking myself that, is this really necessary? Should he really be throwing this line of thought? Because the fact is, first of all, no matter who anybody knows out there or what anybody has out there, the fact still remains that all the housemates, they are in this house to win one prize, and that is the 85 million naira in cash and, you know, in properties and stuff like that. So if Kiddwaya'S is saying that his new strategy is to come and start telling all these housemates all these things, guys, I feel like it's going to work in two ways. Number one, they might be humbled, yeah, and then they might now start feeling the need to say, oh, and let's not nominate this guy, let's keep him to the finals so that we are going to be in his good books. That is one side of it. The other side of it is that they are going to feel threatened. And they're going to start asking themselves questions like, oh, this guy is actually a billionaire. Aside his father's money, he has his own money. So what is the need of keeping him till the finals? What if he wins this 85 million? Who has lost? We have lost. Then he has more winnings added to his own realistic winnings out there. You know, so guys, when he was saying all of this, those were the two, you know, theories I came up with. Like, if Kiddwaya'S goes ahead with his plans to have this conversation with these housemates, then that is possibly what's going to happen. It's either going to hasten his eviction out of the house because they will keep on nominating him till the last week. So guys, let me know what you think about Kiddwaya'S new strategy in the comment section below. I really want to know what you guys think. Now guys, on the impact of Avicas questions, yeah guys, let's first of all establish this fact that Avicas questions always has a way of getting the housemates in their feelings. If you notice, every Sunday after the live eviction show, whenever Ebuka asks the housemates any question, you will see that the way he asks the question and the way the question is coined out to any housemate, that is what is going to determine the actions in the house for the following week. Guys, I have studied Avicas' pattern of questioning these housemates, and guys, I have no choice but to come up with that conclusion. Let's start from Tolani Badge's time. Now, that was in the first week of the live eviction show, when Ebuka asked Tolani Badge that what does she think about housemates, who are still not being overly expressive or very expressive. That was when he was asking Tolani Badge if she felt like she had more time in the house, and then she promised Ebuka that the new week everybody is going to be seeing a new Tolani Badge. And that was when Tolani Badge started lashing out at Kaisha unnecessarily and also at Katrina unnecessarily. Now guys, that is one. There was also the part where Ebuka questioned the housemates, about relationships. And there was also the question of relationships, guys. The moment Ebuka asked that question about relationships, you see that almost everybody started looking for somebody to partner with, to couple with, yeah? I mean, Ebuka's questions always has a way of putting these housemates under pressure, of tensioning all these housemates. Then, talking about triangles and entanglement, when Ebuka asked that question, it seemed as if the triangles and entanglements in the house just skyrocketed from 0 to 100. Everybody wanted to couple up with somebody. Everybody wanted to be involved in a relationship with somebody. And then, when Ebuka asks questions about strategies, you see that people who initially had strategies, they started trying to tweak their strategies and make it seem like they do not even have any strategy at all. Now, when Kiddwaya had that conversation with Nengi about how to flirt with the guys in the house, set the house on fire, get everybody's head, get Ozo and Prince's head, jam it together, create a lot of basketballs between these two people. When Ebuka came on the live eviction show and exposed that conversation without mentioning Nengi's names, guys, if you notice, all of a sudden Nengi's strategy changed. Bang, bang, bang. Because I feel like she just had this feeling that maybe the viewers don't like it too. And then I feel like that is also part of the reason why she became committed to Ozo solely in the house. Although once in a while you see her flirting with Kiddwaya and Kiddwaya flirting with her as well. So guys, a lot of things like that, a lot of times Ebuka comes onto the screen, during the live eviction show, and you definitely know that one thing this man will say is going to cause wahala in this house. Several other ones that I cannot mention on this video because I don't want this video to be too lengthy. But the ones I want to focus on are the questions he asked V and Neo yesterday. He asked V about relationship, and he also asked Neo about fights. And guys, if you look at Ebuka's questions to these two people, it's very, very strategic because these two people are in a partnership. I don't call it a relationship because they are not yet like a boyfriend and girlfriend kind of item like that, and then there's also the part that these two people, they are always fighting. They are constantly fighting about food, about respect, about regarding somebody, and about not being childish, all those kind of emotional things, quarrels here and there, So when Ebuka asked these two people these questions, I was just smiling because in my head, I have a feeling that Ebuka is passing on a message to them, Neo especially, because whenever Ebuka asks Neo a question, guys, watch out. Neo is always acting up on what Ebuka says. Remember, in week 2, when the housemates tried in week 1, the housemates tried to play truth or dare, and then some people decided not to play because they were still being in their shell. Ebuka came onto the live eviction show and said, guys, why didn't you guys play the truth or dare game? Or people should have played it too. The next week, Neo took it up as the oracle and they played their first truth or dare, which really, really went viral. The next time again, they were going to play the truth or dare, and they did not play it, I think, for like 2 weeks. And then Ebuka came onto the live show again and they addressed Neo like, oh, the oracle, what happened? And you've lost your swaggle. Before we knew it, the very next week or that same week, they played game of charades, and then the game of charades turned into truth or dare. So guys, yesterday when Ebuka was questioning you, I was just smiling because in my head I knew that that fight and quarrel, should I say the breakup that Neo and V had on Saturday night while Erica was going on a one-off with Lekon and Prince, I just knew instantly that that is not going to be the end, because Ebuka's questions has given you an idea of what the viewers want to see. And guys, let's place a bet, like watch and see. Neo and V, they are going to have another fight again, 1 or 2 fights before the end of the show. if none of them goes home this new week, yeah, just watch and see. They will have another quarrel again, or they are going to be more involved with each other. Guys, talking about the need to be in relationships and fights, I feel like Ebuka's questions also had an impact on Ozo and Nengi's relationship, because yesterday, guys, Ozo got really fed up. Remember, guys, for the past how many weeks now? 4 weeks. Ozo has been the one following Nengi up and down. Like the way Ozo follows Nengi up and down in that house, people literally call him Nengi's puppy. Yeah, and it's very, very evident that he is obsessed with this girl, or is either playing a strategy. Guys, till today I am still not sure what Ozo is doing with Nengi, because remember on Saturday night, yeah, because he was drunk and Nengi took care of him and Erica was having a quarrel, Ozo woke up and that was when he gave his proposal to Nengi. That was actually the second time he was proposing to Nengi, you know. So after doing that, the next morning, that was yesterday morning, when he woke up, he was telling Dorothy about how messed up he was, and then all of a sudden he became a preacher of love. He started spilling rhymes, and not be small rhymes when you spill, you know. And I was asking myself that for Ozo to be saying that he was spilling lyrics to Nengi, does it mean that he did not mean the proposal he gave to Nengi? Does it mean that it was all an act for the cameras? Does it mean that it was just all part of his game, part of his strategy to remain in a serious or committed relationship with Nengi inside the house? I don't know, guys. I'm yet to find out, you know. So yesterday, Ozo was giving Nengi a final warning about their relationship.
I've never seen this stuff to you again until even now. I've never seen this stuff to you again till we leave here.
Ozo was basically telling Nengi that he wasn't going to propose to her anymore. He wasn't going to talk to her about how he feels anymore, because he is tired and he feels like it takes two to tango to make a relationship work. So after they had that conversation, before you knew it, it seemed as if, you know, for 42 minutes or for some minutes, both of them are not going to talk to each other. But before you knew it, both of them, they are seen again hugging in the kitchen, being all lovey-dovey, you know, playing, you know, their lovers' games. I'm like, gosh, these people will not give me high blood pressure. But guys, let's see how it goes. I am really looking forward to the drama of this new week. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that now that Erica is out of the house is going to be boring, but I do not think so. I feel like these housemates, you know, especially with Neo in there, Dorothy and Prince in there, Leko in there with his rhymes, in fact, basically all these housemates, I feel like they have a lot of entertainment up their sleeves. They just haven't been bringing it out because a lot of people have been focusing on romance and relationships. So let's see how this week would play out. I look forward, guys, to seeing more adventurous things happening like what Neo pulled off last week. Guys, let me know what you think you will be expecting to see this week in the lockdown house. That said, I will see you guys in another video shortly. Have an amazing morning. Happy New Week.